Evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. Oh yeah, Luna. Luna is more diabolical and sinister than we thought. She wanted to get that good. Okay, so she went to Zende, faked the whole mitts and everything like that because, well, let's just be honest. RJ's sex game was lame. Okay, plus, according to Luna, RJ is just a boy. Okay, he's a sweet boy, but he's just a boy though. Okay, we got a lot to talk about, people. We're talking about all the soaps today: General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Bold and Beautiful, Young and Restless. As you are coming in, apology for what, Black Minds? Okay, and you know what? Thank you. Let's do roll call. Let's get this started. And you have brung up a very good. Okay, you have brung up a very good point, and I'm going to get to that question in 1 second. Okay, let's do roll call real quick. Eagle Fangs in the chat. How you doing tonight? Blackmon, aka Mr. GQ, is in the chat. Cherry Ice Cream, how are you doing tonight? Blackmon, how you doing tonight? Ronnie Ron, how are you doing tonight? Francis, how are you doing tonight? Allison, how are you doing tonight? At the bank, how are you doing tonight? Okay, now I'm going to get to your question in a minute, Ron. I'm doing good, Cherry Ice Cream. I had a good nap. You ever just had that one good nap and you're just like you're so rested, you're ready to go? I'm ready to go. I'm losing the chat. How you doing tonight? Okay. So Blackmon said that Zende is owed an apology. Oh, thank you, Francis. Thank you. Francis says if Abed misses your comment, don't take it personally. I am only one person. Thank you, Francis. Appreciate you, seriously. I'm doing good, Blackmon. I'm doing pretty damn good. Not gonna lie. Bobby's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Jerry Ishman said, I think my insomnia is counting my naps. Yeah, I don't. I had that last week. So trust me, I know insomnia. Insomnia is not even just about being tired. It's just more like, um, I know. I saw Ed. I saw. Oh, okay. I, I mean, I know she was going on State of Mind Island, so okay. Now Autumn says Luna ain't ish. She basically said RJ don't know how to lay it down in the bedroom. It says Zenda is some of the best angst she's ever had. I'm like, you ain't ish. Alright, so we're gonna get to it. Um and yes, I did hear about that. And it's actually funny too. I was actually gonna do a short from that. Okay. Now Blackmon said that Zende is owed an apology. For what? What does Zende actually owe an apology from? Let's stop and think about this for a minute. Zende made a choice. What's good, LaShanta? Zende made a choice. Like Carter said, Zende knew that's why our um Zende knew that Luna was RJ's girl, and he still decided to have sex with her. So, my whole thing is like, what did she really do? How did she really set him up? What's good, Animal? She, yeah, she faked it, and they both believed it, but Zende didn't have to actually go through with it, though, right? He didn't. It's exactly. That's what I'm sitting there saying, LaShanta. So yeah. Okay. Um Exactly, exactly. Because he wasn't putting it down like Zende. Okay, his game was weak. That's what happens when you have weak game. That's why I drink most of the time before I go out or bring my own drinks. And see, I know, Sean. I know she was on it today, Sean. She was on it, and you know, Bobby. Yes, I saw that in the comment section. Bobby was like, Luna didn't fake getting blanked, though. Writers rewrote her whole entire story. Yes, yes, she did. Yes, she did. I mean, yes, they did. Yes, they did. Ron says, I'm so over Alex and Stephanie. Just go ahead and put them back together. I'm over it. Well, yeah, because they didn't. You know, the whole thing was such a disappointment. Everett was such a disappointment that they're just going to move on with that story pretty fast. Now, as says, she deserved it in both since TJ and Molly are both contracted and they can. What? No, I don't think. I don't think that is on contract. I think Molly's on contract. I don't remember them saying anything about TJ being on contract. Ed. It's not because yeah, like yes, Island. Because like what you call it said, they're rewriting a lot of stuff. Autumn says, "Do you like Lily and Victor working together to bring Billy down?" It's spiteful, but it's interesting. So it's good soapy stuff. Oh, okay. You know what's funny, Ed? I was watching a video about Phoenix Tremaine. He didn't sit there and say that he was on contract, so that's interesting. Yeah. Francis says, Albert, why would writers rewrite Luna's story to end story faster? I mean, I'm assuming so, yes, Francis. They don't, the thing is with Brad Bell, sometimes he doesn't stick to landing with these stories. This isn't the first time that they did not stick to landing with the stories. They did a lot of stuff like that on YNR too. So this is just one of many. But I can see them trying to fast track it though, Francis. Animal says Chad will find out about fake Abby sooner or later if he hasn't already. Hopefully so. All right, let me get my drink on. On Marlena wanted Leo because it wasn't Marlena, right? And that's the thing that was so stupid, right? Like this whole thing, and thank you for bringing up a really well. See, the thing is, Ron and everyone. Oh, of course, Francis. I'm just hope I answered your question correctly. Once I start drinking, I don't know how many questions I'm going to sit there and be able to answer or miss, but that brings a good point, Ron. Here's my thing about that. Here's my thing. It insulted his intelligence. It insulted his intelligence. This was all a test, okay, to sit there and see if Leo's really going to stand by him and stick up for him and everything like that. So, but she started talking in a way where it's not something that Marlena would talk. Like she wouldn't use certain words and phrases. She wouldn't sit there and say crazy, crazy Hattie and stuff like that. And so it was like Leo not catching on faster was like, what am I watching at this point? Because it was Labor Day. It was like exactly, but they had to keep it going because yeah, no particular reason. It just it was a Labor Day episode, you know. Animal says I will find out about the doctor who lucky tomorrow. Oh my god, that's so good. Oof. Hmm. Yes, and that's the thing, Autumn. There's certain times where it's like you cannot come back from cheating. You can't. Caroline, what's good, Caroline? It's good to see you again, Caroline. Lashanta says, "I explained to me why Lily's mad at Billy. She was plotting to get is that because and it's funny too. You wrote that in my comment section. You wrote down my comment section, and I was like, you know what? I can't. You're not wrong. Because she kept just like I understand why she's mad at Billy. I mean, yes, it's stupid. What's good, D King? It is stupid. Like her whole thing is she wants to sit there and make sure that she runs the company well for Catherine, right? And she doesn't want Billy to sit there and stand in her way. And she felt really foolish. Thank you, Caroline. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you so much. Love having you here. Um, but it's like, yeah, you gonna get mad at him for something that you're doing. You did the same thing. You try to out him. He just did it first to you. What's good, Jakars? I saw a little bit of your video. I gotta finish watching it today. I know you said that you were hoping that they don't break up Johnny and Chanel. I just remember that part. You did two videos. I've been good. How you doing? You did two videos. You did one on Instagram also, and then you did one on YouTube. That was interesting. Ron, I was sit there and say this much. Yeah, no, I saw it. I saw it, Jakar. I haven't uploaded videos on Instagram in so long. Like, I totally forgot about that. And Ron, he's 100% correct. He's 100% correct, Ron, that they do need to chill the f out. Yep, and I stand by that 100%. Animal says people can come back from cheating. Lula and Dante did with Dante. I mean, here's the thing, Animal. Some people can. I personally view it as not something that you can come back from. I understand that. But if people choose to, then that's their choice. It's just something that I don't get how. I feel like once trust is broken, it's broken. I feel like even when you do get back together, there's always that level of discomfort for some people. But how? To each his own. Anthony, the number one YouTuber. Yeah, I was watching your old days of our lives about the threesome one days when Abe said who had a threesome. Yeah, Ed, that was still controversial to this day. To this day, it was. I mean, yeah, animal. I'm just saying, like, that's just my view. I don't understand how some people could just do that, even for a soap opera. But like I said, animal to each his own. I don't see that as something that you can come back from. But people go to therapy and they work it out, so good for them. Oh, happy birthday, Anthony. Happy birthday. Lashanta says Adam mad at Chelsea and Billy's like a dog with a bone. He should have told the truth. He saw it. It was eating her up. He should have. But people are like Adam is a scumbag in a sense, and um he's also selfish. Oh no, it's all good, Ron. That's what I'm here for. Blackmon says, I know the comments are going fast. I responded to Zende question for the comments. I have posted and he was wrong, but people who are getting in his face are not perfect. They have done far worse. I mean, that's true. That's true. Oh, I mean, and my bad, Blackmon, my bad. Like I said, there's a lot of comments and people are sitting there asking me questions, so I'm sorry. I'm glad that you did respond back. Um, I just, mm, Alan says, thank you, Fresh. Yes, hit that goddamn like button. 37 people in the chat now. Hit that like button because it does actually help. And become a member too. I'm dropping a new video on, I think, Friday. Yeah, Friday I'm dropping a new video for members. Adam says, I think Sally and Adam shouldn't have gotten back together after she dated Nick. Even if they did, they could put them together at the year after that triangle happened. You know, Ed, let me tell you why people were upset. You know why people were upset about that? It wasn't so much the threesome was a lie for some people. But what really bothered people, Ed, was the fact there was two women that actually slept together. Michelle, how you doing? Thank you. Michelle was good. It's good to see you, Michelle. Thank you, Blackmon. Thank you. Thank you. I just, and I always appreciate your support, Blackmon. Every day. Seriously, I do. And it's funny, Blackmon, because I could have swore Kyrie said something, or he put something in his comment section, or whatever. But I mean, I understood why RJ got upset with Zende because he did cross a line. Um, and the sad thing is that even though that she was in her right mind and she knew that this is one of those things where he should have probably been like, this isn't cool, this isn't kosher, this is my cousin's girlfriend. Let me not cross that line. Not really, Ron, because I think it could bring some good I think it could bring some good drama. Thank you, Blackman. I appreciate you. Seriously, I do. From day one, you've been rocking with me, and I appreciate that. But no, I don't agree with that, Ron, because I feel like it can bring some good stuff. Blackpink me always knew Zende was innocent, and everyone who knew about it after the fact treated him like. But how? Okay, how was he innocent? Because here's the thing, I had to think about that for a minute. Okay, so she wasn't on her, she wasn't on the mints or anything, right? But the thing is, about 5 years. And after the end of this year, it'll be 5 years. So December will be actually after September, it'll be 5 years. So it'll be 5 years. Oh my God, it's been so long, Animal. 5 years. Oof, a long time. Thank you for asking me. But the thing is, Zendy didn't know that she was on meds. So, and she wasn't on meds, but he still did it though. Like he still slept with her. So what is he exactly innocent of? That's the thing, Blackpink me. This is exactly what Blackmon was just saying is that people owe him an apology. But owe him an apology for what though? Oh my God, Animal, it's been like 5 years. 5 years. Ooh, that first video on YouTube was rough. It was rough. Darby was good, Darby. Michelle, it's unfortunate too because her ass should be in jail. I mean, it's kind of funny saying that she should be in jail, and yet Sheila still is not there walking the streets. I'm pretty sure she will run. That's just some stupid people do. I don't call them fans. I just call them stupid people. Ah, Denise Marshall, what's good? What's good, Denise? Wasn't Zende tipsy too? I don't know if Zende was actually tipsy. I don't know if he was actually tipsy though. I mean, the problem is though, Blackpink is that he still chose to do it. Yeah, exactly, and that's the thing, Darby. No one. I mean, unless people are snipped saying that issue online, no one in the show said that. What's good, Gemini? I think what it came down to is that she just wanted an excuse to sit there and get some actual good loving because RJ's sex game is whack. Okay, it's whack. As says, I want to know how they're getting the body off. Maybe they won't. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just sit there and be like, "Hey, listen, wasn't any part of the Thomas keeping the fact that Beth." Oh, I don't know, Animal. That was before I started watching it. So yeah, I'm not even sure about that. The whole Beth thing, yeah, I wasn't a part of that. I mean, as far as watching it. Francis says, Albert, did you see Soakter saying rumors that New Lulu may be Jen? No, actually, I didn't, Francis. But to be fair, I don't really watch a lot of Soap Dirt, though. Um, it's gonna be a surprise to me. I know that much. I'm gonna have to sit there and take off a thumbnail that I put up at one point, Francis. What's good, Gemini? Good to see you. No, he wasn't an artist, and no one said, even Luna back then was like he didn't take advantage of me or anything like that. Hmm. Nope. That's it. That's it. That's the rumor saying. That's what I have on my thumbnail. Hmm. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Gemini. I am doing pretty damn good. Hope you are too. I had a really good nap, so I'm very happy. Gemini says people read Xander for filth. What's Xander? Are you talking about Days of Our Lives Xander or Born the Beautiful Xander? And, here's okay. I've been getting on Steffi's ass for a hot minute about the fact that she's all weak and dehydrated, yet there's food there that she's not touching. It's been like 4 days. Oh, Bozan. Okay, thank you, Black Man. Thank you, Gemini. Um, my whole thing is, why is Luna feeding her? Like, if you plan on killing her off anyway during this demolition thing, why are you feeding her for it? Why are you spending money and giving her food and you're just going to kill her? What's the point of that? Like, that doesn't even make a lot of sense. Would you eat from Luna? But here's the thing, though, Gemini. You're already in the cage. So let's put it this way, Gemini. If you already have me in a cage and you're going to probably kill me off anyway, what's the point of me not eating? Like that, it's there is no hell no. You're already in the cage. You're going to die. She literally said you're going to die. So what's the difference? What's the difference if I eat it or not? Ron says, I'm begging you, please don't attend the fan events. Ever try to defend your girl playing Connor because you want to play a hero? Yeah, I'm good on that. Oh, wow, Animal. See, that's just wild right there. And I know that's a rumor, Animal. Um, I don't know what she's doing, but I don't see her actually coming back anytime soon. Alex says, what's good, Lakeisha? As anyone knows, ever since Luna revealed her true intentions, how she started dressing different. Yes, yes. She's dressing all sexy and leather and everything like that. I'm like, what's with the Matrix look like? You walking around looking like a damn near dominatrix at this point. Like, what? Mm. I mean, don't get me wrong. I ain't knocking it. And she's pretty, but um, yeah, Jimmy. I mean, hey, listen, if I'm gonna sit there and kill you off, I might as well. Sean says Zende and Luna were a pair. That would have been interesting if he was actually part of it. He rewrote this whole entire damn story pretty much. Yes, exactly. Yes, I did, Darby. I actually had a really good time. I did. It was fun. No, Darby, because that person didn't come there to start eating up a bunch of food that he shouldn't have been eating. That shit was still wild, Darby. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, how I would look stylish in those outfits Luna wearing today. Nowadays shots, yes. Animal says, I don't get how B&B and Weiner says they have new episodes today, but not General Hospital. Um, I don't get it either. Even Days of Our Lives is new. Days of Our Lives is new today too, and it's Labor Day. So that's usually how that goes though, Animal. They don't take off like General Hospital does. As Drew and Willow couldn't wait to give in, bringing up Alan was out of place, and Drew only knew the congressman for 5 minutes to be that sad. Well, Ed apparently had um, this very deep relationship that we never saw off camera. And sometimes they do that, Ed. Yeah, I made a joke about that, but sometimes they would literally sit there and have these. Yeah, the whole island was out of nowhere, and it was just there to sit there and have them sleep together. That's all it was there for. Which, honestly, to tell you the truth, I'm totally fine with it because it needed to be more than a kiss. It needed to be more than a kiss. Like she needed to really go through with this shit. Animal says Steve said they get 16-week breaks a year, but not at once. Um, yeah. Garbage says, "What a load of hot garbage." Wait, what's a load of hot garbage? I don't understand. I might have missed the part, but you should know what you should know. I don't. Why do I need to know that, Ron? I mean, you have your reasons why, and I respect that, but I don't. I don't. I don't need to know. Like, Lakeisha said, all I got to say about Willow is the way you. Yep. Listen, I've been sitting there saying that for a hot minute. Tommy was good, and Wings of Eternal Night. Missed you. It's good to see you. Did you change your name? I'm assuming you changed your name, right? Because I don't remember. I don't remember that name. I don't remember that name. Wings of Eternal Light. Yeah, exactly. And Luna the Lunatic. That makes sense, Lashanta. I think Kyrie's came up with that name. Yeah, Tommy, it's definitely a scumbag thing to do. As says Darby says Drew having a deep bond with a guy he barely knew. Yeah, it is. It is stupid. Wing said, "Miss my family." It's me, Michelle. Oh, okay. All right. Animal says, "I can't wait for Michael to go after them because we know Michael gets down when he gets mad. Custody battle, take over Drew's company, sleeping with Nina could be his agenda. Oh, that would be soapy." Ah, okay. All right. So that's always like got a new name. Okay. Yeah, it's lazy, but Darby, I'm used to them doing some stuff off camera. As stupid and lazy as that is, that's just lazy writing. Yeah, I don't blame you, Tommy. Yes, Island. Listen, they've actually stepped up. I almost actually thought about doing a short on Y&R because they definitely stepped up the game on a certain level. Y&R, that's pretty damn good. Sean said GH wanted to show Crazy One flying out a window, something to be proud of for them. Hmm? Okay. Something to be proud of them. I don't. Okay. Animal System all should be interesting when it comes to Jason and Sunny at least. Yep. It's be good. Why? Why? Black make me why? And what changed to make her get an apology? What's good, Kristen? What changed to make Brooke give him an apology? What's good, Kevin? LaShanta Zabit, what do you think about Rich worrying about Stephanie and letting Brooke downplay his feelings? Because if that was hope, ooh, I never looked at it that way, LaShanta. But to be fair, I don't think it's necessarily downplaying his feelings because this isn't the first time that she's actually left. This isn't the first time she actually left and took a break. So her doing this is not a character. Michelle says, "I wonder how Sonny is going to get out of killing Kate. He isn't as good as leaving." Hmm. Who says that he is? Michelle, maybe this is his swan song. Maybe him actually saying goodbye to everyone is actually him saying goodbye to everyone. I mean, I felt like the whole episode was kind of rewritten in a lot of senses. Ireland, how long have you been watching? I have to take your opinion on it, but how long have you been watching The Young and Restless for? Tommy says, if Adam told Sally the truth, I will not think of Adam, so less of him. Yeah, he straight up lied to her face and still continued to lie and did it because of his feelings and to hell with her feelings. Yes, it's totally. Um, Bobby says Katie did not apologize to Shell. Of course she didn't, Bobby, because Katie is a POS. Okay, she's a POS, and honestly, tell you, that was some shitty thing that and her snitch is saying, "Well, why would I?" When she was like, you she said something like, "Well, I didn't do it. You didn't say anything to me." And or Katie was like, "Well, this isn't the first that you hurt someone." But the thing is, she wasn't woman enough to sit there and actually apologize, and that's what pissed me off. She was all just like, "Oh well, me sitting there thinking that you would hurt somebody is not a character." That's true, but the thing is, she didn't do it. You owed her apology, and you didn't give her one. It says, "I want to know Dante and Brooklyn's secret because Dante is in the kitchen saying Carly don't know anything." I don't remember. I don't remember that being like a secret. I just remember them sitting there talking about it. See, that's the thing, Ed. Dante brought up some old shit, and I don't know what that's going to lead to tomorrow. But I don't know if it's also a I don't know if there's a secret. I think they were just going to rehash that whole time with Brooklyn did what she did, and she probably feels bad for it now. Kristen says, "I also wonder if Maurice is on his way out, especially after all that strain." I would not be too surprised. You know, it's funny, Kristen. I say that every year, and Jonathan will come in and be like, every year I sit there and say, "Well, this is going to be his last year. This is going to be his last year. This is going to be his last year," and he's still here. They just keep throwing money at him, so he just stays. Michelle says one thing I remember when the twin saga happened on GH. Liesel said Jason was able to take out targets quite quietly and easily. I hope not Animal because she needs to sit there and take that and own that. So I hope they don't. I hope they don't rewrite that Animal. Lashanta says it's something about Dante and Brooklyn. I don't know. I might have missed that one then. Um, I don't see it, but I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Oh Lord, I hope they don't do some dumb shit like that, Kevin. I really do. Now, Black Pink says Brooklyn threatens Zende like a man on the streets instead of someone who is part of their family. He was truly sorry about how things happen. hmm I mean, so Black Pink Music is saying that Brooklyn should have gave him a little bit more compassion. Is that it? Animal says Dante told Brooklyn Carly don't know anything on Fridays. Yeah, like I said, I might have missed it. I thought they were just gonna rehash what happened, but really? Wow. Okay. All right. I respect your opinion. I respect your opinion, Black Pink. I respect your opinion. I'll say that. But no, it's gonna be new to me though. Passion. Wow. Okay. D King says I think the same thing. They're rewriting Dante Brooklyn sleep together. Oh man. No, but here's the thing though. No, here's the thing. They can't do the whole thing with Gio because they already confirmed that Gio had a mother. So they're not gonna okay. They're not gonna write Gio as Dante and Brooklyn's love child because Lois already established that she knew Gio's mom. She knew Gio's mom. Gio's mom was an immigrant that came to the states. They're not gonna recast. They're not gonna re retcon it. They're not gonna sit there and make what you call it. Um, Ron said, "What's your thoughts on Roman, Katie, and Bonnie regarding body and so?" I thought it was extra. I thought it was extra, Ron, because Kate and Rome scene all boiled down to Kate asking Rome because she used the pub, and eventually he said yes. Bonnie's scene was stupid because she came in there demanding a bunch of stuff, and she has no leverage. She can't act, and she has a grating personality. Um, and John and Chanel sitting there asking Alex what is he doing there was just out of pocket. I'm like, bro, you don't own shit. You're not paying rent there. How do you want to sit there and ask somebody else, so what are you doing there? It's like none of your goddamn business what I'm doing here. You don't own this building. You never found out Dante and Cody see. That's true. That's thank you, Lashanta. We never did. We never did. You're absolutely right. Michelle says I love Carly as his best friend, and Sam has outgrown Jason. Sam has outgrown the damn show. Anima says Albert, so as Lulu wakes up, Dante will leave Sam sooner or later. The true love of Dante's life is Lulu. I guess so. I take your word for that. I don't know. I take your word for that. I don't know. It's hard for me to sit there and say it because I never really believe in someone being your only true love. I think that's just it's so. And people always sit there and say that like Dante and Lulu belong together. I'm like, according to who? Like seriously, according to who? One true love? What? We have a billion people on the planet, but people will sit there and say that only two people belong together. I'm sorry, I find that a little. Okay, Ron. I don't know. I don't. As says Hell froze over Gabby getting busy with EJ. I like that, Carolyn. I like that. He was sleeping together with a woman, his brother. But see, that's the thing, though, Ed. Do you think that that's out of pocket, though? Do you think that Gabby was wrong for doing that, Ed? I'm more about even Steven, so I'm totally fine with it. But Michelle says, "Do you think Liz will become Jason's?" Well, he's gonna have to probably, but I think it'd be a love triangle, Michelle. Not that I care about those things, but I think it'd be a love triangle because Lucky's coming back. Yeah, I remember Michelle. Lucky's coming back. They have history. They have a long, deep history. So I don't think it's going to be as cut and dry as far as just putting those two together. So it's the brother thing. Okay. All right. I respect your opinion. Yes, Kevin. She's outgrown her time on General Hospital. So yeah, I don't know. But somebody else said the same thing. Ron, I think I blame Cart on Ron Cavalati for their schedule and the way that they run this show because Connie's not working and a lot of people aren't happy with it. They keep doing it. Okay, okay. I'm gonna change this on. It says Albert Outwood write off Sam's character. I mean, I write off any character that's not actually doing anything. It's not, and that's the thing, Ed. There's nothing personal against Kelly Monaco. This chick has been on the show for 12 years. I think at some point it's time to move on. They couldn't find anything for her to do. So, you know, But it's nothing against Kelly Monaco. It's just her. The characters ran its course. There's a lot of characters that has run its course. You know, but she's she'll find something else to do. LaShanta said, "People has been on there for years. I don't understand that. What's not to understand? What's not to understand? She doesn't have a storyline anymore. What are we shocked about? Like how why bring back Holly? Who knows? But I mean, what does Holly have to do with Kelly being fired? Like, I don't understand that. Oh my God, she's being fired. It's so unfair. Why is it unfair? She's been on the show for 20 some years. What is unfair about that? I don't get that. Nah, J Reskin, 20 something years. Oh, how would you write off the character? I think I'll go for a death. I will go for a death. And these American shows are so afraid to sit there and kill off a main character. It's ridiculous. So I would have to sit there and write it off in a death scene. Make it a good one, though, Ed. Make it a really good one. Blackmore says Kelly Monaco will be a good film. Why not? She's a great actress. It is the writing and the character ran its course. Now, do you think she could play Abigail? No. I don't think she could play Abigail. But more like YNR. Last day, what is good, my friend? What do you think of the craziness on B&B? But she could do something like Kyrie said, maybe Arja's sister or something. What's good last day? Yeah, Lakeisha, she's been on the show for a while. They can write for Sam. They can write for Sam. She got kids and a family. I mean, they can write for her. She got kids and a family. How is that a criteria? I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm really not trying to be a dick. I don't understand why is people so befuddled by Sean. You okay? Let me get this straight. You want Trina to be with somebody who looked like they could be her father? Is that what you're saying, Sean? Because Isaiah looked like that could be her father. Come on. Well, I say honestly, I never believed Zende did anything wrong to start with. It just seemed too fanatic to me that the mens can make you hallucinate to other people. You didn't do anything wrong? Why do you think you didn't do anything wrong? Oh, happy birthday, Justin. Write this down. Happy birthday, my friend. There we go. Nope, the character and her is done. The character and her is done. They're not going to recast Lakeisha. Let's just everyone being beat. Oh, Sunday, so many apologies. But okay, but why do you think that he didn't do anything wrong though last day? That's my thing. You don't think him sleeping with somebody else's girlfriend would be considered wrong? Yeah, Lakeisha, this is actually my whole thing. Sean said he looks young. He don't look like Trina. Ed, okay, Ed says Isaiah looked like a grown ass man. Exactly. Like, come on, bro. Come on, my guy. Sean, are you trolling? Are you trolling? You want to be the new? You want to be the new head of troll affairs, Sean? You trying to take DC's job now? Oh no, Black Man. No, it's all good. Listen, you brought up a good, interesting conversation. Lashanta said, I just don't like losing any character. I get that, but like, you didn't black mine. I'm totally cool with it because it just, it brings, I like to understand why people think the way that they do, you know? And, it's like Lashanta says, you don't like losing any characters. I can respect that. I don't agree, but I can respect it. Respect her opinion. One character I won't miss. Oh, okay. Last day says on this show, specifically the Bold and the Beautiful, no, because those people have done so much worse. Also, he was set up. I respect your opinion. I humbly disagree. I don't think that two wrongs make a right. I don't think that because other people are shitty people, that me being a shitty person makes me somehow exalt. And to sit there and say that he was set up, I mean, he had a choice. Last day, everyone has choices in this world, right? He chose to sit there and sleep with her. He could have sat there and be like, you know what, this ain't kosher. That's my cousin's girl. I'm not gonna cross that line. Right? It wasn't like he was pinned down and just forced to blankety blank blank. He made a choice. But I respect your opinion. Well, Isaiah could sit there and be with Trina. You like a whole. What's good, Dolomedics? I'm glad you came just in time. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Ed. My Isaiah could sit there and be somebody for Trina. I mean, I'm cool with age gap dating. I'm just not just saying, like, D King says, if I'm being honest, there are other characters on GH with no storyline wouldn't be missed if they left. So why did get rid of a fan fave? When was she ever a fan fave? She might have been a fan fave a long time ago, but like, yes, it's good that you're here. Sean says I'm a lady. Everybody thinks I'm a guy when they. Oh, my bad. I'm. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sean. I'm sorry. Well, now I know. But what was the other one? Chris is saying Trina needs her own story, not a prop. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Listen, to that. I'm not. I'm not knocking. I'm just sitting there saying like when we got. It's like I get it. I don't knock age gap there. What was the other comment though? You know what? I'm not even gonna go there. Never mind. Last says he made a bad choice. I could definitely agree with that. However, what they accused him of was wrong. They should at least apologize to him for that. It was consensual. I don't remember anyone sitting there saying that he took advantage of her though. I mean, unless I missed it, but I don't think anyone said that like he hard her. But you could have saw something I didn't see. Maybe someone said, "Who you think Trina should be with?" I think they should bring in somebody new. I think that Gio looks a little bit too young. Um, you know, I mean, they could sit there and put it with Dex if they want to do that. But I think it's how the Dex is just bringing somebody new at this point, Sean. Yeah, Lashanta, they're too lazy to sit there and write Trina without Spencer. That's what it comes down to. Last I says RJ at the very least when you find out the truth, tells Zende, yes, you slept with my girlfriend, and that was wrong of you. It was consensual. Luna chose to cheat on RJ. Okay, okay, I can meet you there last day. I can meet you there. I can meet you there, my friend. Kristen says, "Oh, Josh is just Carly Jr. It should be like Clark Kent or Superman. They shouldn't be on screen the same day." And it says they definitely need someone new. I agree. Yeah, they they're also too lazy to write Trina without Josh. It's Ed is it's bigger than that though. Uh, it's bigger than that. I I think in a sense, what you call it has that problem too. Days has that problem as well. Domek says, I think they may be testing Dex with Molly. Dex seems to be the new dude under 30 gets to pass around. They don't have like Trina is the only young woman of color. Yeah, they have older women of color, but as far as Trina and her age bracket, she's the only woman of color. And in a sense, the same thing with Chanel. In her, I think in her age bracket, she's the only woman of color. Who besides Chanel? There's Paulina. That's it, right? So like, there's when they don't write for somebody like Trina, it's an issue because she's the only woman of color of that age group. So it sticks out like a sore thumb. If it was, I don't know, they didn't write for Christmas. That's the thing. And if they didn't write for uh, if they didn't write for Liz to have a love interest for Liz, no one really think are bat an eyelash. Because you have Carly, you have so many other Caucasian women on there that if we don't write a love interest for one of them, we're not going to sit there and even really think about that. I guess to tell you the truth, Lashanta, where's Lisa at? Most people will sit there and forget about Lisa, but people will sit there and remember Trina not having a love interest or a story. We all know why. Just saying. Oh, I'm not Lashanta. That shit is funny as hell. That shit is funny as hell, Lashanta. I mean, I get it, Sean. I do, but I'm just like they gotta you gotta put it with somebody, right? Kristen says, I remember it all. It comes with being a bad writer. Now, Dolomite says technically they don't really seem to have any other woman in 20 something age range on days. It makes me sort of miss Wendy. Yeah, sort of. That's we'll put that on there, sort of. But you know what I'm saying, though, Dolomite. I don't really do the whole race topics too often, but like with Trina, the stuff just sticks out like a sore thumb. Up until the point where somebody was like, "We should put Isaiah with Trina." I'm like, that it looked like a whole grown ass man with like three kids. Come on, I know they kind of running the well dry on. Domex says put that sort of in all caps. Seriously, seriously, Dolometics. Y'all know anything about that? Oh, okay. Wow. Kristen, is it played by the same actress now, though? How did that even work? Like, how did that even work? What they were separated at birth or something? I think that's possible as well. I think that's possible as well, Sean. And wow, okay, that's interesting, Kristen. Okay. Max says I heard rumors we might be getting Joe Wesley, so I would add another 20 something female. Oh, oh, Joy. Good, good, good. It's just, that's the thing, Max. It's always like whenever we talk about that, whenever we talk about Trina and stuff like that, it's always whenever we talk about Trina and stuff like that, and what kind of lack of writing that they give, and it always seems like it's a sore subject. It's mostly due to the fact that you only have one woman of color in that age bracket. So it's like everything kind of rests on her shoulders, which is not fair for just a variety of different reasons. As they do a lot with black characters, and only one or two for age range is noticeable on days and chase the most. Hmm. Duan, what's good, Duan? Samantha Smith. I've seen you. I think you came on. You came in on Friday. I think it's nice to see you again. But what's good, Samantha? But yeah, it's just crazy. And I don't know. I would sit there and say to anybody that if you miss days, you didn't miss anything. It felt like an episode you could have missed and just got a recap. It would have been fine. Domax says GH elevated Trina, and now they seem to have Black burned her, which is making her misused even more obvious. Yeah. See, they're kind of victims of their own success. Trina and Spencer was like lightning in a bottle. Okay, they. I wasn't a huge Sabrina fan, but I recognized how much great stuff that they brought to the show, how much attention that they brought to the show. They had billboards in Times Square and everything like that. But like, when the actor left, it just shattered that. It literally shattered that. And I don't know if they're ever gonna. I don't think they're ever gonna get that back. You know. Now they're gonna do the whole. They're gonna do the whole Trina and Geo, and it was always doomed from the start. And it's just kind of a shame. Samantha says, "Nice to you too. Are Bo and the Beautiful and General Hospital two soaps you watch?" Yes, I actually, Samantha, I watch all four of them, and I used to watch One Life to Live back in the day. I used to watch One Life to Live back in the day. Really, I knew they brought. Yep, they brought a billboard, and like I said, they bring a lot of good stuff to the show, and that's something that cannot be forgotten. But the problem is they raised it so high. Now it's like they raised the bar to the point where I don't think that they're going to be able to ever duplicate it. Kristen said Trina and Spencer had great chemistry, but I hope his decision to not return doesn't leave her mourning or bouncing from guy to guy in his absence. That's probably exactly what's going to end up happening. Belmax says Days was so boring. I appreciate some of the friendship interactions, but it was a whole episode of filler scenes. Also, it's time for Leo to take a break. See, the thing is, and Domex, it's episodes like this that just makes it where, and I actually love the Leo character. I really do. But they seem like they're trying to find reasons to keep Leo on the show, and it's just getting so obvious where it's like, why are you here for? Like, why are you here for, bro? And it says, well, I miss when I could live. Yes, exactly, Ed. And plus, it was my first soap opera that I watched. It's actually the first soap opera that got me into soap operas. Lashanta Zaba, did you see the episode where Brooke went off on Zende about Luna? Said he was crying and begging her not to banish him. I'm mad now because she was out of order. She don't have any. Yes, and that's the thing, Lashanta. I do agree with that. I 100% agree with that. You don't run shit, Brooke. You don't. Now, in the same vein, Lashanta, I think that Zende should have had a little bit more balls. Okay, I would never let somebody talk to me like that. The fact, Lashanta, if we're gonna be honest, Zende should have stepped up as a man and been like, "Yo, listen, you're not gonna talk down to me. Like, yeah, I might have messed up or whatever, but you're not gonna sit there and talk down to me like you didn't mess up in your life. You don't ever let somebody sit there and walk all over you. Okay, so I'm gonna sit there and give a little bit of that of that donkey to have. Give a little bit of that donkey to have. You start thinking you just let her just walk over you like that, start crying like a little 12-year-old schoolgirl. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't no man worth his soul will ever let anybody, man or woman, talk down to them like that. So we're gonna give Zende a bit of that hee haw there. Domex says Leo is played by a really strong actor, and DJ Horror is a soap legend of Marlena. It's embarrassing the way they're using both of them. Imagine a soap using Susan Lucci that way. Oh, I could not. That would be a sin right there. DK said when Jeannie left again, they looped up with Tracy. That was not pairing, I guess. It says then they was getting attacked about the storyline about Luna. Yeah, he was, Lashanta. But he also made a choice though. She is I almost feel like some people are just forgetting that he made a choice of sleeping with somebody he knew was dating his cousin. Some fans do too much. That's true. Some fans are doing too much with the Kelly Monaco situation. And they need to sit their asses down and calm the fuck down. That's absolutely true. Some of these Kelly Monaco fans, I don't mean the real fans. Some of these people, they doing too much. Oh my god, I can't believe you're killing her off. Why? She's been on the show for 20 something years. Like some fans tend to do too much, and they make other fans look bad. And the Kelly Monaco fans have been attacking other fan bases like a bunch of nut jobs, almost making me want to do a goddamn part two of my video. Yes, Kristen, she's a fantastic actress. Yeah, and it's funny because I just sit there and say in my reviews, like, he's there for comic relief, right? But like in today's episode, and that's the thing, like Domac said, like they were in this episode where they were just doing some stupid shit, right? Particularly Leo, but like yes, wasting Deidre Hall's talent and her time on this silly ass Hattie Adams shit. And Leo just coming across like an absolute idiot. Even for somebody who doesn't know Marlena that well, you know her well enough not to sit there and the way she was talking wouldn't sound like something Marlena would sit there and say. The things she was saying didn't sound like Marlena. So, and like I said, I like Leo Stars. I do. But like this shit ain't working. Just like when he's Kevin, when he's on Weinar, he plays Kevin. Aside from what's that chick's name, Chloe? Like I'm not believing that them being a husband and wife. Okay, I'm not believing that Chloe and Kevin are husband and wife. Okay, that don't make no sense to me. That's the laziness of the young and restless. And anyone actually ever bought that those two come across as husband and wife, y'all lost y'all goddamn minds. They look like she's the gay best friend, but not husband and wife. Samantha says, I miss Tony Gary. As says, Leo's therapy storylines when Marlena was the story should have been to give him more Leo depth. Like when he was with his mom, when he talked to his mom, by the way, Leo's mom is absolutely basuda. But like when they write him with this shit, it's like, come on, like, what are we doing? Oh, Columbo. Ooh. Okay, Kristen. Kristen taking it back to Columbo days. Okay. Kristen's talking old school. I'm pretty sure it's on Peacock also. Zende is Kristen's son. Brooke didn't have no right. If that's the case, Hope needs to be gone. Now, Sean said, what if they make Geo, Brooklyn, and Nicholas Casson Kid try to do a reboot Spencer? I would not put nothing past those writers. Still wouldn't work. Oof. Yeah, I mean, it would be stupid, Sean, but I mean, yeah, it would be stupid. Ah, okay, Samantha, okay. Jenna says, "Will Luna remain on B&B?" You know, I would sit there and say no, but they have Sheila Carter still there, and gorgeous Queen Janet was good, love. It's possible, but they did write her into a corner though. So I'm very curious to sit there and see how they're going to get. You know, if they could sit there and change the paternity test, if she was able to change the paternity test, then it's totally possible. I put nothing past. I put nothing past B&B. Tubi. Oh wow. That reminds me. Thank you, Christian. I still have Amazon Prime. I haven't watched it in a hot minute. Genesis, I do think that Sam will be gone, and Jill will be Brooklyn's his mom. Wow. Are y'all on some site because Janet? I think Sean said that too. I'm not putting the whole what she said, but like Sean made a very similar comment. So I think you and her might either be on to something or y'all on some website that I don't know about. Black Mom said if not, Luna could be on days, be part of Hernandez family with Gabby. Um, how? I fuck it. Let me just take this drink and I'm gonna sit there and both of those actresses, even Rafe could sit there and pull off a Spanish look, and she comes across as more Asian. So Gabby has a sister. I mean, Gabby has a sister, but I wouldn't imagine her sister looking Asian. Spanish. It kind of reminds me of that Power Ranger reboot when they had the chick. She was Trini, but I'm like, boo. She looks Spanish. How are we gonna call her Trini and she looks Spanish? Like how is that how is that a thing? I just yes, D King. That's what I was like. I don't know. Kevin, Ed says, Albert, Kevin and Chloe was an okay couple even back when I used to watch it. They are better as friends. Kevin and Weinar was better with Jen, who played Gwen. They were good as a couple and friends. Yeah, Ed, they don't look like a couple. They She looked like she could be the gay best friend. Okay? I'm just like I said, Ed. I'm gonna keep it real. It's something I've always felt like it was out of pocket ever since I saw it. Yes, Black Mom, YNRs. Yes, yeah, Kristen training. Um, they did a Power Rangers 2017 where the actress was supposed to play Trini, but she came across more as Spanish and Latin than she did as Asian. When I was listen, Kristen, that was my show back then when I was a kid. That was my show back then when I was a kid. I forgot who the actress that played her. I think her name was Becky something. I was just like, come on. I mean, everything else was already kind of messed up about that movie. I'm like, you're not gonna sit there and try to act like she's Trini. Have a night, Lashanta. Not gonna sit there and try to act like she's. Don't actually remember they race swapped all the Power Rangers in that movie. It was so. See, the thing is, don't make when I was watching it, I was a kid, so that stuff went over my head. Um, while some people are offended, I almost felt like they were doing too much when they try to race swap stuff. Like I really felt like they were overdoing a lot when they try to race swap that shit. Like what are we doing at this point? I mean, they went way out their way to do that shit. Domex says Billy was black, Zach was Asian, and Trini was Latin. Yeah, it was. Oof. Kristen says at the movie, I'm a sucker for. Kristen, you are going to fit in. I can already tell we're going to get along. Trina was Asian. She was. She was, Kristen. We're going to get along just fine. Tom Hanks's actress who played Kimberly also played Princess Jasmine in Aladdin movie. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I remember that. That was. I just as a kid, I didn't sit there and look at it that way. It was like, oh, the Black Ranger was black. I'm like, okay. What's, I personally, once I saw a Kamen Rider, it just Power Rangers was like Power Rangers is child's play compared to Kamen Rider. That's what I'm gonna say. Kristen says I could be misremembering I was a kid. No, she was Asian. You're absolutely right. As says the thing about Power Rangers back then was they knew how to write for each character, regardless of race, and made them fun to watch. Yes, I never looked at it like that. I just remember, and I'm gonna sit there and say this. I'm gonna move on. I think in one of the Power Rangers, they had. I think they had their first L. I think they had their first LGBT character, and people flipped. People lost their minds. I don't remember which Power Ranger series it was, but they had one character that was LGBT, and people lost their shit. Like, oh my god, I can't believe you're sitting there doing that with kids. I'm like, bro, you had Trini, you had Kimberly and Tommy Smith there making out and everything like that. But you didn't sit there and flip out when they was in a relationship and everything. But you're flipping out because you have one of the Power Rangers that's actually gay. This is what's blowing your skirt. Like seriously, I don't remember Ed. I gotta sit there. I gotta look it up. I will let you know tomorrow. I remember that specifically because I did a video like way back when. Film actually to me the best part of the stuff is the comic stuff from Boom Comics, who was so good. I think I stopped watching at the SPD. Yeah, at the SPD I stopped watching. And then Comedy Writer came out, and I was like, oof. Well, Kristen, I think everyone in this chat could also be yes. Probably why I should give up on soap operas. I've seen their best stuff, but it was a long time ago. But see, that's the thing, Kristen. Like, there's other soap operas out there. Like, there's Hollyoaks, there's Neighbors, there's there's other foreign soaps out there that's really good. Um, the American stuff is generally watered down, and people just kind of accept that because that's what they have. I actually I picked it up. So I was watching Ninja Storm, and then I was watching Dino Thunder, and then SPD, and then I stopped. Exactly, Dolmax, and Hollyoaks is for free, so you should definitely sit there and pick that up. It was actually on. Okay, weird. Ooh, okay. I think I watched one. I watched one Korean show. I watched one Korean drama, and it was called Descendant of the Sun. It was called Descendant of the Suns. It was actually really good, and I've been wanting to get into another one ever since. But that was the last one I watched. It was like a military soap opera kind of drama. It's actually really good. Kristen said Crash Landing on You is the best I've seen so far. Film access to update Power Ranger stuff and great it modernized while revisiting classic storylines and it fills in a lot of holes from the series. I gotta sit there and look that up, Dolomitics. I gotta look that up. But yes, that was actually the last. See, Kristen, you're in the right place. You're in the right place. You know what's actually funny? I think you're probably the only person in this chat that actually knows what I'm talking about. So I rock with you, Kristen. I rock with you. I saw it on Hulu. I always wanted them to do more episodes. I was actually kind of annoyed that they didn't do more episodes. Actually, it's like they revisited that Zora and attempted to form a Power Rangers team in the 60s, but things went sideways pretty. Wow, so they weren't the first. Oh, wow. Hmm. Makes sense. Sean said the first actress to play Trini was, yeah, she was half Asian, right? And also, Sean, from what I understand, the Trini was originally designed to be a bad influence on Jocelyn. And so when they got the second Trini, they changed the direction of the character. Remember when Trini came in, she was sitting there drinking and everything like that? When did you ever see Trini drinking? So you know what? A lot of people don't remember that, Sean. He actually got Jocelyn drunk at one point. Kristen says, I'm just glad I can stay up and talk to you guys for a little while. Well, I'm glad to actually have you, Kristen. Romax says, Zordon pulled the international team and half of them didn't make it back alive from their. Ooh. Oh, they were actually killing people off. Ooh. Hmm. Shit got real. Shit got real. Okay. Didn't make it back alive. I think there's been certain times that they actually use the word death or killed. Ron says, but we should join the writers team, and also we should also writing Sheila pregnant with twins. It's a damn TV show. Also, I don't want to hear anything about she being 60 years old. She don't want to hear it, Cat. You tell him, Ron. It's a damn TV show. You want to hear about that crap? Okay, Ron, I got you. I got you, Ron. Got you. Well, it wasn't even so much that though, Sean. It was more of the character. She was a bad, yeah. She was a bad girl with that actress. Yes. But that's what I'm saying, Sean. Most people don't remember that though. Like when they think of Trinity, they think of they think of this version. You want to write that, Albert? Well, Black Man. I mean, that's what Ronnie Ron wants. If that's what my Juster wants, I gotta sit there and respect it. He wants somebody that's like in their damn 70s that have a see. Whenever I sit there and try to talk about this shit with a straight face, I can't do it for too long. Max says it was while only the red, I think the blue made it back, and Zordon was pretty much like, oops, my bad. Oh shit. Yo. Damn. Max, that sounds like, and I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing this right, but that sounds like a commie writer or commie writer. You probably heard of it before. Like their suits look like bug kind of designs, but it's very adult though. Like it's very adult. I saw one character take a gun and pop somebody in the head. I was like, I saw a character's curse on that show. I saw blood on that show. I was like, so this is like Power Rangers stuff on steroids. Got it. Kevin says green was my favorite Power Ranger. Yeah, I got it. That's how we do it, Kristen. That's how we do it. 5 nights a week. So I'm glad you're part of the crew. As I remember that version of Trina, and she was the troublemaker, and then she was recast along with Oscar. Yep, good memory, Ed. Oh, now Ron says Albert has no choice. We both are in agreement with writing a pregnancy storyline for Sheila Carter. Oh, I have no choice. I have no choice. Okay, there you go, Black Man. I have no choice apparently. Ron said so, and I just have to sit there and go along with it. Got you, Ron. Got you. Yeah, that Chris, and apparently I have no choice. He's not giving me a choice. I just have to do it because apparently he runs shit now. Oh, Ron, this is the reason we are your my jester. Kevin says this better storyline if they made Luna as Finn's daughter. I would not be. They can, Kevin. They can still do that. They can still after what they've done with Luna's storyline. I think anything is possible. I think anything's possible, except for bringing characters back from the dead. Apparently, that's one of Brad Bell's rules. Ron says, "Why is Bonnie part of Body and Soul? Because they don't have anything good to write for Bonnie. She's already a great in character, but apparently to other people, she is what they call a hoot, whatever that means." So, okay, all right. As much as fun as this has actually been, You gotta wake up early tomorrow in the morning. Not super early, but early enough where I gotta, I should have stopped like 12 minutes ago. But yes, I'm gonna sit there and call this stream a wrap. I do want to thank everyone for joining. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kristen, for joining tonight. Thank you, Samantha. It was really great to see you. Thank you, Lakeisha. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Marshall. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Blackmon. Thank you, Francis. Thank you, Island. Um, Ronnie Ron. Dolomedics. Thank you, Dolomedics. Thank you, gorgeous Queen Janet. Thank you, Dolomedics. It was great to see you, my friend. And that story from the '60s sounds funny as shit. So Kristen says goodnight. Early day tomorrow for me too. All right. Well, I get to see. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow, Kristen. Ronnie Ryan, have a great night, everyone. Announce you and Connie's engagement in the chat. Oh, okay, Ron. Okay, Ron. Have a good night, Sean. It was great to see you again, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Hit the like button on the way out, and think about becoming a member. Also, I have a new video that's going to be dropping for members on Friday. Yeah, on Friday, I think. I'm gonna do it Friday. Yeah, I'm gonna do it Friday. I want to try to keep the members' videos on Fridays. There we go, Caroline Spencer. You have a great night. It was really great to see you. And anyone that I missed, you know who you are. Have a good night, quiet guy. If you're in the chat, have a good night, Justin, and happy birthday again. And I will see you on the next live stream. Yes, it was great to see you, Caroline. You have a good night, everyone. Laters.